Humans have come a long way from once disobeying the man who literally made your organs and gave you oxygen to survive, to now fighting a pandemic which wasn't successful at ending another species. But that makes me question, what was successful at making species go extinct in mass amounts? Well, for starters, how about you demolish that like button and obliterate that subscribe button? But thanks. Fun fact of the day though, more than 99% of all organisms that ever lived on Earth are now extinct. So the first mass extinction is the Ordovician Silurian extinction, which occurred over 444 million years ago. What died, you may ask? Well, I did research and it was organisms like corals and clams, things like that, but their names are on the screen right now. And I wouldn't try to pronounce their scientific name because it can go something like this. Echinoderms? Well, but yeah, so basically shell creatures. And well, how did they go extinct? Well, at that time, huge amounts of water was locked up in ice caps that covered parts of a large south polar landmass. And while the large-scale weathering of these uplifted rocks sucked carbon dioxide out of the atmosphere, which drastically cooled the planet. And as a result of that, sea levels went down by hundreds of feet, and creatures living in shallow waters would see their habitats cool and shrink drastically. I didn't guess a couple of rocks could end a man's whole career. But the next one is the late Ordovician
man's whole career.
I don't quite understand why the name contains the word late in it, while that's when life was now starting to come along. But okay, they could have named it, the early Ordovician extinction. So this extinction event started 383 million years ago, and it also eliminated 75% of all species over a span of 20 million years. Roughly. And while ocean oxygen levels dropped, which affected ancient shelled relatives of the squid and octopus called goniatites, and I searched up how they look, and I'm happy to say they went extinct. Because I'm imagining myself swimming one day, which I can't, but let's say I can for this story, and I witnessed this thing by my foot. I'll take my own life. Here, have a look. Just imagine that by your foot. I just realized that rhymed. I should be a rapper. But now you're asking, who is the culprit of these creatures going extinct? Well, it's hard to say who exactly, but volcanism is a possible trigger. Also, an asteroid may have also contributed because Sweden's 32-mile wide crater, one of the Earth's largest surviving impact craters, formed about 377 million years ago. I mean, if you do the maths, if you bring down the 1 and add the 2 and you do the 3, oh my gosh, that happened the same time around this extinction period. But also, land plants may have also been the murderer, because when the plants got bigger, their roots will also get deeper, which would increase the rate of rock withering, and the faster the rocks withered, the more excess nutrients flowed from land into the oceans, causing algae to grow, and then when they died, they would remove oxygen from the ocean, known as dead zones. The next one is the Permian Triassic Extinction, which occurred over 252 million years ago. And some people call this the Great Dying. And that's because it's the single worst event life on Earth has ever experienced. Over 60,000 years, 96% of all marine species and about 3 of every 4 species on land died out. The world's forests were swept out and didn't come back until about 10 million years later. And well, what caused this is a volcano, releasing 14.5 billion tons of carbon, more than 2.5 times what we would unleash if we were to dig up every ounce of fossil fuel and burn it. My favorites now, I don't know how I could have favorites when animals are literally dying, but moving on, this one is the Triassic-Jurassic Extinction, which occurred over 201 million years ago. And well, as obvious, life took a long time to recover from the Great Dying, but it did. And well, a new type of reptilian called the ankylosaur, the forerunner of birds, crocodilians, pterosaurs, and dinosaurs. And well, 80% of all land and marine species died. And well, this was because the earth warmed up between 5 and 11 degrees Fahrenheit. And now, the saddest extinction yet, the days the dinosaurs died. Around 65 million years ago, an asteroid completely. Well guys, sorry I didn't post in a while, I wasn't home, but daily content is coming. Get ready and don't forget to put on your post notifications so you do not miss a video. And you know, as I said earlier, destroy the subscribe button and obliterate that like button. Peace.